Hey, Jeff Vita here, Inbound Logistics. I'm here at SEER Robotics, and we are with Scott Sams, Director of Business Development for the Americas. Scott, thank you so much for joining the show today.
I really appreciate it.
Good
Appreciate your time.
Good to have you. Good to have you. How's the show going for you guys?
Good. We have plenty of traffic, and it's been a good turnout so far. So pretty excited about that. And
excellent.
Hopefully, we get a lot of good leads.
It's always good. Always good. But let's talk about the industry a little bit. When you are talking to your customers, what's one of the biggest pain points that you're hearing from them? That's different from what they were saying to you maybe 2 years ago.
I think the biggest challenge is interoperability. Something that's here, that's what we bring. That's the strength that we bring to the market is that interoperability. These people need to have mixed fleets, and for us, we have all the different form factors that we can help them solve those challenges. But that is you're more consistently hearing. How do we get all these systems to work together seamlessly?
Speaking of all these systems, everything that you're seeing on the floor here at MODEX, it's day 3 now. So what's one of the things that you've seen here today that maybe would have been completely unthinkable to you 5 years ago?
Well, walk around, you see lots of robotic companies.
Really?
It seems, yeah, exactly. Everybody's coming out with the mobile robotics, the mini load type applications. That is something that is within the last 5 years that you're seeing continue to grow. A lot more players in that space. And full transparency, I was over in Europe at their trade show, and everyone had humanoids. So that is coming to the market fast as well. So it's before long it'll be over here as well. So it's pretty interesting.
That's awesome. With everything that's going on, development and business, what's one of the biggest mistakes that you see when companies start taking their first steps towards that digital transformation? When they start embarking on that, where do you see those red flags?
Well, it's all about data.
Okay.
Walked hundreds of plants, and every single time, it's not quite as much as the bigger OEMs, et cetera. It's typically more the people that don't necessarily have the budgets operating on tighter margins, et cetera, that they just don't control their data. So when you walk out and they want you to automate a process, they're almost looking at it more as you're just displacing the transport and you're not fully automating a process. So from a digital transformation standpoint, I always go out and talk to them and say, you got to control your data before you start worrying about digital twins and automation. You got to get the data under control first. So
bad data in.
That's right, bad automation. Can't automate a bad process.
All right. Now SEER is debuting something they're calling the All Robots One Platform. Is that right?
Correct.
That's what I have in my notes. That's the vision here for the U.S. So in a market full of siloed brands, how is this allowing facility managers to run 2,000 plus different robots all on a single brain? Is that how it's...
Yeah, so it's really more about the history of SEER. SEER started off as a controller company. Okay. So one of the biggest players coming out of the Chinese market. So they have over 12,000 deployments of vehicles using their SRC controllers. So all of that history, all those different deployments, all those different form factors allow us to basically have ample history of working with all the different form factors plus the supply chain portion of it, so all the components that make up an automation stack within those systems. So we can quickly develop and control a lot of different form factors. So, but it's based on the fact that we started off as a controller company.
Well, let's touch on that. You mentioned the SRC controllers. That's at the heart of this booth, an impressive booth, by the way.
Thank you.
How does integrating navigation and safety into one of the small units help a manufacturer get a new robot from concept to getting out there and live?
Yeah, and when you're trying to develop a vehicle, minimizing that automation stack, the more you can incorporate in an all-in-one, the less from an R&D perspective that you have to try to get multiple systems working together. So rolling out our new SRC 3000 with that safety PLC in it, that minimizes, so now you don't have to have strictly just a PLC or a controller plus a safety PLC to handle from a safety perspective. It's all in one, so we're really minimizing the R&D, which I think is a benefit for us as well.
Okay, all right. You're demonstrating plus or minus 2 millimeter. I'm trying to read this right. Plus 2 millimeter localization accuracy.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So how do you maintain that level of precision in a warehouse that's really dynamic, without needing to install expensive infrastructure and sensors and whatever else?
Well, there's always going to be a level of it's all based on the environment, right? Good navigation features. We have strong AI algorithms for us to be able to be very precise And with those algorithms, the more confidence in the map and in the features that you have in that map, the more tighter precision that you can have. If it's a very dynamic environment or bad environmental variables, there could be a need for some of those additional infrastructure that, like you said, for, QR codes and reflectors. But if it's a really good, solid environment, we can hit that plus or minus 2 millimeter accuracy, which we're showing off at our booth today.
Cool.
So
very cool. Very cool. All right, there's some alphabet soup I got to get into. So let me check this. You're showcasing the SPT 1500 UL pallet truck and the SCT 50 UL tote robot.
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
That's correct.
All right.
That's correct.
So how are these specific models designed to help older warehouses automate without having to rip up the floor and start over?
Yeah, so we're all about material handling and transport, right? But what we want to be, we're very dynamic. That's part of having a controller, starting off as a controller company and having all those different form factors. We'll quickly and easily make changes and customizations to the vehicles. So that way, we'll change our vehicles to meet your operations. We're not going to ask you to change your business operations to meet our vehicles, which is very common in the market. Most people have a very small portfolio in the vehicle. It works as is, and you either change or it won't work for you. We think differently. We want to be able to make sure that we can make our vehicles match your operations.
Sure. All right, now we've heard a lot about vendor lock-in. How does SEER's support for the VDA 5050 protocol?
Yeah.
You guys, a lot of letters here.
I know.
A lot of letters.
Exactly.
How does that finally give the power back to the customers so that they can mix and match different products?
Yeah, so really, the market is really with interoperability. A lot of people are really, the biggest hurdle is traffic control and task management, right? So you're looking at integrated production logistics, really, is what you're talking about. VDA 5050, by default, if you comply with their standards, not only does it give you the ability for communication across multiple platforms, but there is a level of control, right? And that's the biggest hurdle for a lot of companies. Us being a advanced technology company, we do comply with the control piece. So we can either be a master fleet manager and controller of people's vehicles, or we can allow people control of our vehicles. We're open architecture. So that makes us unique and different because a lot of companies they don't really comply with open architecture. That's kind of their secret sauce, right? So for us, that's how we're setting ourselves apart, especially with the VDA 5050 standards.
Okay. Scott, that's a lot of great information. Thank you so much for stopping and talking with us. Best of luck to SEER Robotics here at the show. Have a great MODEX.
Excellent. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.